country, huh?
That it is.
I was just telling everyone that I'm just getting my Spanish tortilla ready, and I'm going to mix up my cocktail here real quick before the noon hour, and then we'll get officially started. But, we're just kind of starting early here so that everyone else can get their cocktail on. And, yeah, exactly. We get a little shake on or a little stir.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm going to yeah.
Oh, very nice. So I'm just checking temperature of my tortilla. It's good. It's like room temp. This is my Spanish tortilla. You notice it has these black specks, black olives. So I'm just going to put this down here. All right, I think that's ready to go. I'm going to get a little bit more ice. I'll be right back. So I heard you have some special ice over there. What kind of special ice you got?
I'm using a True Ice system, which is something that our mutual friend onto, Scott Beatty, and it's a cool system where I get to make 4 ice cubes at a time, and they come out crystal clear. So this one I've actually put some rosemary.
What's it called again?
So it's True Ice.
True Ice. I love it.
It's really cool. So you'll see it when I pour my cocktail in here, how amazing it looks.
And you can get that online, like on Amazon, of course, and I'm sure they sell it everything.
I am sure. They do have a website. I think it's even just trueice.com. I might be wrong, but it's so cool.
Awesome. Well, that is gorgeous. Look at that. So clear. So I'm making a little cocktail here. I'm calling the Fitness for Duty. I don't know if you heard that name before, that cocktail name. I found it in some research I was doing about the martini and actually the 3 Martini Lunch, and we'll get into that later.
Hey, Walter, I hope you don't mind. I'm going to start sipping.
I think you should. I'm tasting a little on its own just to, just make sure that I got my proportions right and all that good stuff.
I have to tell you, I was looking at recipes, and I think my preference for spirits in general might be that it's a little stronger than recommended. Who knows? It could be a sign of the times, but I ended up making my drink a ratio of pretty much 1-to-1 juice to gin.
Juice to gin and juice. I love it. We'll talk more about the recipe in just a little bit. I'm going back to the 80s here. Look at that. That is an olive with blue cheese. Yeah, I had a hankering for blue cheese because we have such great produce here in Sonoma, and friends of ours own this beautiful winery, and we go over there. They have all these vegetables, and so we were able to pick all this lettuce. And I was like, I've got so much lettuce, and I really want some blue cheese dressing. So I got, of course, our local favorite, Point Ray's blue cheese. Love it. Makes the best blue cheese ever dressing. And so I mix it in with a little yogurt and a little bit of sour cream here. Real simple sour cream. Not only because it's delicious, but because it also gives a lot of form to that sour cream. I really like the sour cream on the Spanish tortilla, which is potatoes and onions. And so I'm going to be dolloping that on. I love the word dollop. And but I need a cocktail first here, so let's mix this up. Using, of course, delicious 209 gin.
So while you're mixing that up, thank you everybody for joining us. This is Katy Long and Walter Moore, and we decided that martinis are needing to make a comeback, the Two Martini Lunch in particular. So while you are making your cocktail over there, Walter, everybody feel free to drop us a note, ask any questions, tag your photos with hashtag 209gin, and leave a message. You can find our information in the bio, and we would love to connect with you. So hurry up. I'm drying out over here.
Hey, this is an educational show. I'm trying to show them what we're doing here. We're chilling the glasses down. That's very professional, right? I have to admit, I'm not a professional mixologist or bartender. I do play one on Instagram, apparently. But I am a wine specialist. I love educating people about wine and spirits, and I love making the stuff. I like to make things easy and simple at home. So that's why I'm going with just a kind of a straight martini gin. And I've got a little, so the 209 gin, of course, is my favorite. And then another local favorite, this Jardesca. It's not quite a vermouth. It's really more of a aperitivo or aperitif. But it is wine. It is kind of in that same vein, that same category of vermouth of sorts. So that's what I'm going to be using. I'm going to dump these out and make my cocktail. Because we're ready to pour. You saw my lovely wife there. She's going to be joining us. I'm going to do a little stirry stir. And I'm going to add the Jardesca at the end. That is a technique that a lot of bartenders do use, is they add the vermouth. At the end, they don't want to dilute the vermouth. It's already kind of at the right strength or proof. And that's why we mix with ice, right? Or we dilute with ice, is because you need to get that proof down to something reasonable, right? You don't want to be drinking at 40%. Not in the middle of the day, not like in the 80s.
50s, Walter, 50s.
Oh, you're right. It went all the way to the 80s. Are you kidding me? It went all the way to the 80s. I think the blue cheese olive was 80s. I'm pretty sure about that.
Probably. Hey, anybody who's watching, if you know if the blue cheese olive came out 80 or any other decade, shoot us a note and fact check us.
Fact check. Yeah, like I said, we are not, we're just enjoying this time at home. I wanted to tell everyone how grateful I am. This is really a podcast of gratitude. Sorry, not a podcast, an Instagram. There you go. I guess it will be a podcast eventually. You want to make a podcast, Katy?
Let's get through this first.
Okay, this is how my martini's looking here. I got that, Aaron.
Okay. Tony says Don Draper called and he wants his drink back.
Exactly. It's exactly what it is. If I knew how to play music right now on Instagram at the same time, we'd be going with that theme. Here we go. Cheers,
Katy.
Cheers, Katy.
Cheers.
Huh?
Cheers.
Cheers to you.
Cheers to
What
you.
What's everyone else drinking out there?
Yeah, everybody. So you've joined Two Martini Lunch, and so Walter has one martini. Technically, I've got a Greyhound, but we're hoping that you are going to do something fantastic and sit and hang out with us for a little bit, take your mind off of things, and we're going to just talk martini. We're going to talk 209. We're going to have a great time.
Yeah, so just again, you're watching Distillery 209 on Instagram Live, and thank you for joining us today. We are so excited to start this series of SIP, that is Sip in Place or Stay in Place, or it is today Eat in Place. We came up with this 2 Martini Lunch concept based on it was kind of an epidemic in itself, a 3 Martini Lunch, at least in some areas of the country on Wall Street and such. But first, I want to talk a little bit about Gin 209. I'm going to share something here if I can find it here. Let's see.
While you're working that out, we just got a fact check from Tony. 1971 was the birth of the blue cheese.
70. Thank you so much for that. That is extremely enlightening. I really appreciate that. So 209, I'm just kind of, briefly go over. William Schaffner was a gentleman that really started a distillery in Napa. It was the 209th official distillery. And that's, of course, where he gets his name. So it's a pretty easy name to remember, number 209. And then we have Leslie Rudd, who comes up about 100 years after that. So 1882, this brand goes all the way back to. And then Leslie picks up and is inspired by the Stone Distillery that's on his estate. There he is. There's the man, Leslie Rudd, and legend in this industry for sure. And then he decided to restart the brand, and he opened it in San Francisco. And since the beginning, we've had Master Distiller Arnie Hillsland, and he is fantastic. He knows so much about botanicals. This is a 5 times distilled spirit. The 5th time is with 11 botanicals in our Foresight still. that we call Rosie. Did it come up there already? Oh, here it comes. It really is a pretty spectacular place. It's the only distillery in the world over water for, whatever that gives it. There we go. We got lots of water there. And it's a beautiful place to go to. It's just right across. It's right near the ballpark. It's right across from the in San Francisco, right across from where the Cirque du Soleil sets up their tent. If you're familiar, if you're anyone from San Francisco out there, because this is the home, I believe, of the martini, and I think the gin martini as well is what is I think what most people agree is the home of course, the Martinez. So that's one reason we're calling this the Two Martini, is because we are located here, Katy and I, in the Bay Area, North Bay, in Sonoma, and very proud of that heritage. And actually, that's the other reason I'm using this vermouth over here is because it is a local product. We're all about local products, and if you live in the Bay Area, Gin 209, super local, one of the first West Coast gins to be created. And there's Arnie. He's doing the botanical shake, is what we call that. And then he's distilling there. So there's our story. Okay, back to you, Katy.
Awesome. So thank you for giving us a little bit of background about the main ingredient. Some of the comments have been, maybe next time we can talk a little bit about the necessary equipment for cocktailing. And I would parenthetical that and say, whatever you have.
I think she stuck a little bit, Katy. I'm just going to pick up there because that's exactly right. I mean, I am a chef by training. Sorry, you cut out there just a little bit. Tell everyone where you are, and I'll tell them where we are. I am, and it really just shows the disparity of class in this. The disparity of location in this new reality. Where are you?
I am in sunny Santa Rosa, California. So I am in the hills of wine country. And where are you?
I'm in downtown Healdsburg. So thankfully, and I used to live out in the country, like so many people in Sonoma do, and had that satellite dish internet situation. And seriously, what a major issue right now. Is some of these topics are really becoming very poignant, right, for our society. So we just. Again, I want to talk about a little bit about gratitude. So grateful that we have this moment to be able to share this cocktail with you, and thinking a lot about the restaurant folk out there and the people that are having a hard time. And I think we're all struggling a bit and pivoting and doing whatever we can to survive. But seriously, I'm gonna one more cheers here, Aaron. Yeah. A quick cheers here to the industry. Doing this for you. We're all trying to survive in this new reality and learn and pivot. Cheers.
Cheers. Cheers, Kitty.
To gratitude.
Cheers, everyone.
And while you are all tuning in, this is Walter and Katy. We are hosting a Two Martini Lunch. And this idea kind of came about a couple weeks ago when we were just realizing that not only do we not get to go to our favorite spots and come see you, our favorite bartenders,
yeah.
But why the heck not? We have nowhere to go. We're not driving, so please do drink responsibly.
Thank you.
But why not have a martini lunch?
You know what I'm so grateful for right now? Look at these flowers. These are coming from our yard. It's incredible. Amazing.
I just got some more.
There you go, Soph.
I like seeing the comments every once in a while. Miss you, Klong. That's a good name. Klong. I like that.
That is name, Klong.
Hey, if anyone, this is going to be a weekly session here, show, as I'm kind of calling it, Instagram show. And if there's anyone out there, you don't have to be a bartender. If you really have a reason that you want to join, you want to show us something, we're figuring this out. And next week, it's just going to be the two of us this week. But next week, we're going to be trying to, there's my mom, Linda Taylor. That's her. Hi, Mom. Then, we want you to be a part of this. This is an inclusive program. I think that's the wonderful part about this format is that we can, people can join in and share and really expand our community here. So we'll certainly be taking your suggestions for all the next shows for as long as we're staying in place here. So,
Walter, why did you make a martini today?
Say that again. Why did I make the what?
Why did you choose a martini for your first cocktail?
Well, obviously because the name Two Martini Lunch, and honestly, I love a great cocktail, and like I said, I have friends who make the most mind-bogglingly delicious cocktails. I'm not one of them. I'm a chef. I'm a wine guy, and so one, it's simplicity. I like simple. I also used to make my own distillate, and I'm used to drinking spirits straight. That's kind of the wine side of me, is I really like things clean and pure, and I want to taste the quality of the spirit. And I think that's what's so great about 209. And I love gin. Let's get down to it. It's flavored vodka. It's vodka that you're simply adding these beautiful botanicals, and that doesn't mean that the quality of the base is important, and so is the skill of the distiller trying to infuse that with the botanicals, and that's I think where the real skill is. So I love tasting it straight, and so that's the main reason. And then I was reading about the history of the Three Martini Lunch, and I found this really interesting term that was used in corporate America called fitness for duty, and it was a type of class that was that executives, usually, of course, advertising. Speaking of Draper, advertising execs used to have to go through. Advertising execs used to have to go through. Advertising execs used to have to go through. Because it's idealized, but a little bit is. There was so much abundance, and we still have a lot of abundance. And it's just a reminder for me that we have abundance. That I should be grateful for the things that I have, and as things change and the terroir, the land beneath us shifts constantly, then I just want to kind of keep it simple. So that's the martini. And then, like I said, the blue cheese dressing, I was so into this, seeing this blue cheese the other day at the store. I was wearing my mask, of course. I'm so glad I don't have to wear that mask right now on this Instagram. So a number of inspirations here. So this one's called the Fitness for Duty, and it has black olives with blue cheese in them. And I'm going to try one of those right now. It's been soaking in my martini here. And it's time for me to serve up. Maybe you can talk more about your cocktail, and I'll pull this baby up, some of these pictures here. And then I'll serve up fish here.
Also want to give a shout out to everybody who is tuning in. Thank you so much for joining us for our inaugural Two Martini Lunch. Walter and I are so pleased to be hosting this today and sending our love out to everybody across the country, across the world. Happy to be sharing a cocktail with you today. If we're giving you an excuse to drink in the middle of the day or the middle of the night, we're pleased to do so. And if you have questions or want to know more about our gin or anything that we do, please check out our bio and go to our website, distillery209.com. Also, don't forget to hashtag your photo, follow what you're doing with hashtag 209gin, and we will give you a shout out wherever we can. But as Walter is making his amazing lunch, I am drinking a awesome Greyhound. So kind of like you, Walter, I'm looking to the ingredients of the season. I'm looking to the ingredients I happen to have on hand, which includes grapefruit. So 2 ingredients, grapefruit and gin, to enhance the freshness of our beautiful flagship gin. It is clean, so crisp, just amazing for springtime sipping. You can even enjoy it before noon. So my drink has to be about equal parts gin and grapefruit juice. Perhaps look up a recipe and see what works for you, but keep it simple, have a great drink, enjoying it with friends. That's kind of what this is all about. And I did a little research because I was so curious about the Greyhound, where did the name come from? It dates back to the 1930s It was mentioned in the Savoy cocktail book, but it didn't get its name until about 1945. People who were, traveling the U.S., which was Greyhound buses. So this was a really popular cocktail for those who were passing through the Greyhound terminals. And it is to my fellow travelers that I enjoy this beautiful drink on this spring sunny day. So Walter, what are you doing with your tortilla?
So I'm eating it, is what I'm doing. I'm trying with the martini here. And just so everyone knows, we're just kind of using martini loosely, and that's why, the Greyhound is a perfect suggestion. It's, such a sunny day. It's a perfect day. It feels like summer up here. But I think the concept is to have fun. Use what you have at home. I didn't use a shaker. I didn't use a tin. I just used a glass that I have. Yeah, I've got this little fancy, Hawthorne strainer. And not drink too much here. I still have a lot of work to do today.
Taught me that.
But the tortilla was really simple. I'm going to tell you about the tortilla real quick. It's real simple. Potatoes, onions. You cook them with a little garlic, and you throw it into a big bowl with egg yolks and kitchen sink. Again, it's like whatever you've got. I like black olives. You could throw red peppers, and then you can top it with whatever. We like a little salsa on it, as well as a little sour cream and yogurt. So there you go.
It's good with a martini.
Awesome. So,
hey, do we talk about the history of the martini?
I don't think we have. So why don't you tell us maybe perhaps where you first had your life-changing martini, or about the history of where it came from?
I moved to San Francisco in 2001, and I think I don't necessarily remember my first martini, but I remember a great martini, a big martini at Momo's down across from the ballpark. And man, do I miss that place right now, even though, weeks ago, I don't know if I would have. Yeah, I don't know. I totally missed that place. And going to a baseball game down there, man, I missed that. It's baseball season. I was really hoping to do that with my son. I've got a 6-year-old who's stayed amazingly quiet during this whole time. It's pretty amazing.
What's happening.
So I really have it's one of those love hates with martinis. It's like you're not supposed to like them. You're supposed to just want the amazing cocktail. But martinis are basically pure spirits in their raw form, except for maybe a little vermouth or adding a little bit of something else. So, man, I remember that big old martini at Momo's, and how I felt afterwards, and going to the baseball game. How about yourself?
So I'll tell you about the first time that I had a life-altering Greyhound, and it was at a restaurant in Yountville that was around for about 20 years. I miss it. It was Hurley's restaurant in Yountville, and I remember actually drinking one with my brother. It was a family dinner, and we were enjoying fresh squeezed pink grapefruit juice, amazing Greyhounds, and that was probably my first time that I'm really excited about. And what I love is that it is so simple. A 2-ingredient cocktail or a 3-ingredient cocktail really speaks to me right now, and I have been enjoying 209 gin with pink grapefruit in my gin and tonics since I traveled to London about a year ago, and that was a whole lot of fun. But again, just adapting to what we have and what we can do, choosing to have a 2 Martini lunch to celebrate that life is good, even though we have some challenges. But that was my inspiration for today's cocktail.
Awesome. Hey, I just remind everyone that what we're doing here today is a Two Martini 209 cocktail lunch, and that was kind of redundant, martini and cocktail. I never know if I guess a martini is a cocktail. Of course it is, but I don't know. It's redundant somehow. So
But, some people make martini gin, and some people make it with vodka. So you're throwing it out there. You're being specific.
True. I think the great thing too, I think that obviously draws me in. I love San Francisco history, Bay Area history, and of course, most people agree that the Martinez is probably the precursor name-wise to the Martini. So, and that is a place, of course, in the Bay Area. The Occidental Hotel is credited with this drink, the Martinez, and I think we'll make that. I might make that next time, the Martinez, because I had an amazing Martinez at the Showdown, and it was made with this guy. Look at that! Oh, why is that gin brown? That's weird, huh? Or tan? It's like a bronze color, right? Wood aging. So 209 does some pretty spectacular stuff, and it's all about it's this wine country connection, I think, that we like, and this Bay Area connection that we love.
So everybody still tuned in or just joined, thank you for being here with us for our first Two Martini Lunch. As if you needed an excuse to be drinking at noon or whatever time of day it is for you. We're so happy that you're joining us. If you want to learn more about 209 Gin, go to our bio. Send us a message if you maybe want to join in on one of these coming up. And don't forget to tag your pictures with hashtag so we can kind of see what you are doing. Let us know any comments, any questions, what's in your glass. Let us know kind of what's on your mind. We're happy to be here.
Ojos.
Sláinte.
Here, see you one more time, Katie. I'm gonna duck in here so I can get in the small screen that I have. Cheers.
Cheers.
I wish we could do this live. I can't wait for us to be able to do it live. Live.
So, Walter, let's try and do this on a regular basis, maybe every week, and let's invite our friends from around the country, around the world even, who would like to share gin and spirits and drinks with us. We are, of course, asking you to drink responsibly, and please spread kindness. We're all in this together in one way, shape, or form, and we're going to find something really cool and come out stronger the other side.
I think so. Just pivot and, gratitude. It's all about gratitude. Thank you. I'm so gracious. I'm so thankful. I'm gracious.
He's pretty gracious.
I'm so grateful to have you as a co-host. Thank you so much, Katie.
Hey, Walter, let's do this again next Thursday. What do you say?
I think that's a great idea. Let's do it.
And maybe next time we're going to do our Splinter Group Spirits, and I can make a perfect Manhattan. What do you think?
Wait, maybe I can be Mr. 209. You can be Miss Splinter Group.
It would be an honor.
Miss Manhattan. There you go.
Oh, Miss Manhattan. Wow. Wow, that has some real comic book twist to it. I like that. Hey, by the way, I just wanted to say a shout out to all the 209ers out there, including Terry Wheely, 209, Modesto, Stockton, that whole area. But I just, real quick, I'm a 415 personally. What are you, Katie?
I'm a 562. So
What's
my
that?
gin and juice is,
What 562 is where?
it comes up on your phone as Compton.
Compton.
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
I'm
Wow,
a 997.
hardcore. You're so hardcore.
That's amazing.
Oh, okay, so Tony O'Rourke is saying 802. Tony, where is that? Vermont?
Yeah, where's everyone else from?
Vermont.
Yeah, that does sound like Vermont.
Ooh, who said redneck?
Redneck
Martini?
and
We're gonna
Snoop-a-loop. Okay,
So
where's
in the quad.
okay, Vermont? Yeah, okay, Vermont. I'm from Boston, or I'm from the South, but moved to Boston. I lived in Boston. 562. There's Ron Livingston.
Oh.
Yep. 973. Where's that?
Ooh, that's New Jersey?
408. We know the 408.
Yeah, 973.
Hello, 408. Livingston in the house. That's so true. Ron, I can't wait to have a martini with you. Seriously. Wicked. We have a wicked slut. Jersey. Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Jersey's a beautiful state. I hate to tell everyone, it really is a beautiful state. 562. There we go.
The really just
Orange County. This gets such a bad rap sometimes, but it's a great place.
Nice. All right, so Walter, we want everybody to just hang out next week, next Thursday, hopefully, same time, same place. We might log in from the Splinter Group page, but we'll keep you all posted. In the meantime, check out our bio. Go to our website, distillery209.com, and tag your photos with hashtag 209gin so that we can connect with you. If you are curious about what we do and how we do it, send us a message and we'll get back to you. So thank you everybody for being here today. It has been an honor. And let's do this again soon.
And if you want 209 gin, you can order it from almost anywhere. If they don't have it, they should, and they should be ordering it.
Preach.
See ya.
Bye, Katy.
Bye, Katy.
Ciao. See you later. Bye-bye.
Cheers.